It's your guy who is never lying. Sometimes defiant, TP, way the giant. I know y'all missed us, man. Y'all had to have missed us. The way we missed y'all had to have missed us, man. We wanted to make sure that we show all three of our faces and just kind of catch up just a little bit, man. So y'all don't stray away too much. But hopefully, I've been enjoying the content that we've been pushing out. We got Busybody, P Wave, fellas. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie, man. It's good. It's good to see y'all back in these squares,
Be-
boxes, and this layout that we got, man. It just feels this is where I'm most comfortable at, man. How y'all feeling?
before you keep going, I gotta try it one time, if you don't mind. It's your boy that's never lying. Sometimes defiant.
Yeah.
P way the giant. All right, that's enough.
That's
That's
good.
enough. I'll do
That's
it.
good. I want
Was
that in
good. That
everybody's
was
head.
good. That was
Thank
decent.
you, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Biz, how
Yo,
you doing?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here. Happy to
Yes,
have
sir.
Voltron formed once again. You feel me?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. Let's get right to it.
hey man, you've been causing quite a few discussions, man, in this group chat with some of the content that's you've been pushing out. Um, Look, before we kind of get into what we need to get into, P, let me ask you something.
Talk to me.
Do you have a problem with any of his top five list? And
Mm.
if there is one that sticks out to you the most that you have a problem with, which one is it?
Ah, man. Two of them instantly popped in my head. And that was the safety list and I
Not
believe the
changing that.
receiver list.
I agree with you on that one. That receiver list got to me.
I'm trying to remember exactly which receiver that I just couldn't comprehend how he wasn't up there. And I think it was, and it can't be possible that it was Larry Fitzgerald.
He wasn't on there. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's my top. It don't get worse than that.
Larry wasn't on there. It was a tough.
Yeah,
It was a tough list to get on.
that's crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I was watching a video earlier today, and it was Tavon Austin. He was watching his highlights with his daughter, and his daughter was sitting there like, "Oh, that's daddy," and she was just like amazed by the stuff
Hmm.
that he was doing out there because everyone knows Tavon Austin probably has one of the illest highlights, that
Yeah,
you could put on film. But it
yeah.
made
They
me
used to
think of
call
the
me
list
that.
though when I was
You
watching
know,
that.
my
All
name
right, so
being
yeah,
Yeah, moving on. Moving on.
yeah,
my
moving
name
on.
being Tavon. I used to say, "Oh, you little Tavon." All right.
All right, so let's get straight into it, man. Let's just talk some Colorado football, man. Let's kick it off. My question to y'all, there's kind of been a little bit of chit chat, man. You know, people are gonna do whatever to stay on top of Coach Prime and the Buffs because they believe, or some people believe, that this past season didn't meet the expectations. Now, I'll be the first one to remind y'all, I'm one of those gentlemen, all right? I'm one of those gentlemen. Starting getting ready for this new season, they had their first week of workouts. Two people didn't make it. Those two people instead were at a fashion show. I'm pretty sure you probably already heard about it, but they were in the company of Pharrell and his Louis Vuitton fashion show that they've had. What do y'all think about the Sander boys taking that trip on the first day of workouts?
Mm,
Can I go first?
yeah, yeah.
Real
I got
quick,
a lot
only
of thoughts.
because
So go
I'm gonna
ahead.
be honest. I didn't see it. Am I choppy?
Now you
We can hear
straight.
you. You good?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't see it at first. So all I saw was the headline, and just judging by the headline, what I got was that's not very leader like. If you gonna be the captains of the team, who it was Shiloh and us Shador.
Correct.
All right,
Yep.
now y'all both, basically the captain of each side of the ball. Y'all gotta be there first week. Y'all gotta be the first ones in there. Leadership. Now I don't know what went down, what transpired while they was out there, but they not in the league yet, and only high paid quarterbacks or players is really going to get that exception unless you the coach's son. Go ahead, though.
Can I go now? Can I respond to
It
that?
shall
Go ahead.
go. It shall
I'm
go.
gonna play devil's advocate a little bit because I think in these times it doesn't really matter what they were doing out there, but it's business, right? It's promotion. It's the fact that they're going out there with Pharrell Williams and Louis Vuitton and representing Colorado. So I think in the grand scheme of things, it might have made sense to let them have that trip. Now, once again, that's playing devil's advocate. That is a big thing. The first day for all the teammates and all the players to be there together, and we have your starting safety and mainly your starting quarterback not there and missing it for a fashion show. That's that's a tough message to try to skim over.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna act like everything's normal. When they do come back. So, um, and I'm kind of thinking about prime time itself. Well, back in the day when Coach Prime was prime time, I'm thinking about a guy who, told teams, "Hey, don't draft me because I ain't going." Who, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about a guy who ran a 40 and then bounced. You know what I mean? So I think he has a different way, different perspective at looking at things. So that's how I feel about it.
So two things. Two things. The first thing is this: you do know if you open that door and you give one player the okay to do these things, you should open the door for everybody else. Everybody else. So if they feel like they have a reason, excuse, or a business trip, or whatever it
Mm.
is to go handle something, they should be able to put that first, like they did. It's funny. I was watching on Amazon Prime, and they have the docu series of what happened last season. And there was this one particular scene before the game. I don't know what player it was, but before the game, there was a player out in the hallways, and Coach Prime is like, "Yo, you can't be serious, man." And the player was like, "Yo, Coach, I was on the phone with my aunt, man. I talk to her before every game."
She's
He
praying
said,
for him. Yeah.
he said, "But you gotta be with the team. Forget that. There's a team in there."
Mm.
Hmm.
Why is that same approach not taken in this case?
And and I agree with you. I do. And this is what really stuck out to me. We talk about players, right? And I've seen this kind of pattern a couple of times with the Sanders, being kind of in the limelight and used to it. They're out of touch of that hunger, right? And the fact that I seen who was there, Travis. And it's made very clear a couple times that Travis only cares about going fishing and balling. Like Travis is not big on the dressing and all that. Travis is trying to ball and take care of his family, and that's it. I think with the Sanders that they are trying to be football players as one, but that's not their whole identity. They want to do other things. They want to be in fashion. They want to be in the limelight, right?
Right, right.
And a lot of that is, growing up the way they did. So I just don't think, from a bird's eye view, I don't think they have that dog hunger. That's why I
It just
remember they don't have the D's, the dogs, on their uniform. I
and
don't
the
think they
reason
have
why
that.
people are being overcritical is because people want it this year now. Last year, okay, it was a lot of lead way to give Colorado and the Colorado Buffs. But this year, people want it. Now people actually expect winning. So it's just it just feels because we're getting so much behind the scenes, it just feels like it's not up to a good start. That's just how it feels.
Hmm.
But
I, go
go
ahead.
ahead, Biz.
I just wanted to make a quick point that because they're going to like Paris and Louis Vuitton events and everything, and they cool with everybody. I actually saw some earlier today where Coach Prime said that players that he has recruited other colleges talk down about him, right? During
Hmm.
their recruiting visits. So he said they recorded the conversations, and even Jordan Seaton said one time that a coach said, if you want to be a rapper, go to Colorado. And this is exactly what's kind of playing into that narrative. They going to hang with the stars. They want to be in the limelight. I didn't see what happened, so I'm not judging, but I'm just saying the optics of, let's say, the average person who doesn't really understand business or understand opportunity or anything like that. They see it as, oh yeah, they want to be superstars on Colorado. It's not really about getting to the league. It's about getting your money right now.
Right.
I,
And
I, I whoever, whatever coach said that. Listen, what what he was cooking was the right thing, but his recipe was wrong. His recipe was wrong.
Right.
He when you say a rapper, that's some shit that you could just hear and you just like, okay, that's some stereotypical like
yeah,
For
bullshit.
sure.
Because I
For
don't
sure.
get that. I don't get that. Now, if he
he
would have
should
probably argued the point and said something along the lines of, well, if you want to be
entertainer.
an entertainer,
Hmm.
then
Right.
that's more fitting.
Right.
But bro, like uh, that makes it easier for somebody like Jordan Seaton to say, yeah, nah, I'm going with the black man because you
You
just
would think,
stereotypical.
you would think,
You,
but he was the only one to do it. I mean, he wasn't the only
Right.
one, but
I mean,
there's a lot of motherfuckers that didn't do that.
I don't. I just hope their pitch wasn't always that,
Yeah,
I
because
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
I
that
think a lot of them it was that, not necessarily saying rapper, but I think a lot of them pulled their cards. Say, look, if you want to be an entertainer and worry about the lights
which
and the
makes sense.
clicks, remember, well, Orgy coach, the clicks and
It
stuff
makes
like
sense.
that. You
Hey,
know,
got a point there. You got a
they
point there.
they definitely use that. They said, man, we about this is football. We about football. We getting you to the league. Look at our track record. And rightfully so. Coach Prime's going to say, hey, listen. You see how we are out here. Who else got Lil Wayne walking out? Exposure. He gonna say exposure.
Yeah,
Look at this.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
exposure.
So
So
listen, Deion Sanders Jr. Oh man, he does an incredible job, like getting all the behind the scenes stuff, man. Somebody like me, I love seeing stuff like that. I love seeing the actual work, the practices, and things of that nature, and kind of more the personality of the guys that we keep our eyes on. We were able to see a lot of the guys that we've covered and went over some of their high school highlights and the guys that we are kind of being introduced to, we were able to see them work out with the team, which is a dope thing. Everybody doesn't have that. Um, so with that being said, man, how do y'all feel Coach Prime has done on a grading scale? How do y'all feel his recruitment is thus far?
I, I would say a B plus. I would say a B
You said
plus.
B?
A B plus. I would say a B plus. He improved in the one area that was very clear needed improvement, and that's the offensive line. Went and got a 5-star tackle. Jordan Seaton, and then got a lot of proven players out the college game who are solid. I don't think they're the greatest, but from what they had last year to this year, they should definitely double in output. And then the receiver core looks really good. I'm actually curious to see how this is going to play out when the pads come on. And I think we're going to see the videos are going to look cute and some players are going to look nice, but we know that changes. Once them pads get on, we're going to start seeing the separation. I want to see how Amarian Miller plays this year. Does he take that leap? And he got Cordell Russell, who you covered, TP Way the Giant, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that
Will Shepherd.
Will Shepherd, another one. I think the only position that I'm waiting to see if they can get who's the safety from Alabama, Biz?
Will Downs. I mean, not Will Downs.
Downs,
Caleb
right?
Downs.
Caleb Downs, yeah. If they can pull that off, man. And then Kamani looks hungry. Kamani looks like he's ready to be focused and lock in, which I'm excited to see. And then I
feel
want
like
to see
everybody's excited to see his growth,
Yeah, the preview I just seen him, he just seems, I don't know if I'm reading too much in, but he just seems like he's locked in. He seems like he's more focused. And another thing, the linebacker core, they got to improve that. I think that's the next step. That D line and linebacker core, they can kind of get a little bit more, beefier in that area. So I'm rated a B plus.
I agree. I put it up there as well. I'm anxious to see that O line. Honestly, they got about 7 of them, 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm anxious to see if they're gonna step up. And that defense, man, I feel like they only got 1 or 2 defensive backs. Those are really what I've seen. I know they got the kid from Liberty.
And the D linemen. They got a couple of D linemen.
No, not D line. I'm talking about defensive backs.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Telling y'all right now, DJ McKinney, keep your eyes out for him, man.
Which one was he again? Was he the defensive end or he was a corner? Or he might be a wide receiver.
Yeah, DJ McKinney. He young dude, man. And my only worry about DJ is if he's going to be able to catch up like speed wise. I was watching it. Listen, this is not a plug, but y'all could go see the highlight reaction. But I've done some watching of his work, man, and I think he is going to be a straight problem. I just personally think that I want to see what he looks like in this state, on where he is at now, catching up to speed with everything. But DJ McKinney, man, he is definitely going to be somebody who I think is going to be a problem, man.
What position does he play?
He's a DB.
He is a DB. Okay, cool.
DJ McKinney, yup.
Okay, yep. Good. Yeah, between him and the Liberty cornerback, I don't remember too many defensive backs that they got.
Right. I know Sal McCraig, he's back, so that's another one they still have. Sal McCraig, he's still there.
Oh, yeah. Sal McCraig. Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah, he's still there.
He's good.
So
listen, I think y'all are already kind of headed into this season a little bit. Nose in the air a little bit too much.
Optimistic? You can't be optimistic.
Yeah. I just feel like, all right, here we go again, y'all. Here we go again. Let's just slow it down. Okay. I'm not going to give him a B+. I'm going to give him a C+. I think a C+ is fair. There's still some concerns that I have, and I think ultimately them adding the receivers that they've added, I love how they what's the word I'm looking for? I love
How they built the roster.
yeah, I just love the group. I love the receiving core. I could see a lot of things that they could do with this receiving core. They complement each other. That's what I was waiting. They complement each other very, very well. So, but that's not have been the issue. That wasn't Colorado's issue. The offensive line, I mean, honestly, it couldn't get any worse. But I do think it is going to be better. But again, my concern is with them being so young, how much better could it be? Defensively, that's where it kind of is like I will have to see.
Mm-hmm.
They not young though. I'm sorry,
The
not to cut
offensive,
you off, but the offensive line, they all transferred. So I mean, they all been in college for a little bit.
well, it depends on who they're going to start. We know Seaton is going to start.
Okay, I'll give you that. He's a different breed
Um,
though.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
well, we got that's what we expect,
Right.
but we also have to find out. And that's where I'm saying he's young.
That's
You
fair.
got guys, Cash Cleveland, is a guy who is young. I mean, I'm not saying we're labeling him necessarily as a starter or anything, but you never know. I don't know who was going to start,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we will see. We will see.
Okay. Go ahead though. You was talking about the defense. My fault.
Defensively, when it comes to that D line, you have Warren Sapp, who is a first-time coach. He is going to try to get that defensive line right. I can't say that I see anybody that makes me want to jump and yell. I just don't see it. I see some good additions, but I don't see I don't see necessarily the fixing of the problem.
They got Warren Sapp as a coach. I think we've all seen Warren Sapp in highlights and know he's going to get the best out of him. Warren Sapp is the type of coach. If you tired, your energy's low. You got Warren Sapp screaming at you. You just gonna play. You gonna
I
ball. You
can't
know what I mean?
I can't bet the bank on that though. I can't bet the bank on that. I know I feel what
You can see Warren Sapp and say,
but
you
what does
know
that have to
what?
do? What does that have to do with teaching young men? What does that have to do with schemes? What does that have to do with being able to translate not just your style of play on the players, but understanding, okay, this guy is good at this. So let me focus and make him great at B and C instead of A. As a defensive line coach, it's more than what you were as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have the gift to lead these players to be who you need them to be?
I think he's going to be able to teach him a couple of defensive moves.
But there we go. You think that because you're optimistic. Let's be real. You think that because
No,
you're
because
optimistic.
he's Warren Sapp. I think he's going to be able to tell him, hey, man, put the arm here, go under the elbow, tuck and move. I think he's going to be able to say, keep the feet chopping. And I already know he's going to be a 9. The energy's got to be there. That's going to happen.
And this is not saying you're wrong. It's just we have to see. Is what my whole point about everything. We have to see. We have to see.
Can I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off, TP.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But it's something that nobody's really addressing right now. And it's the elephant. Doesn't Warren Sapp suffer from CTE?
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that?
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't aware.
Yeah. Nah, he's spoken about it plenty of times where he said, he forgot his way home. A lot of times, like he would be in the middle of going home and then he don't even know where he's going. He just ends up forgetting where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how is this not a conversation being had? For him
I
to be on a
guarantee.
coaching staff?
Well,
I guarantee that they have somebody there to assist him. So he may be labeled as a defensive line coach, but he might not be the defensive
yeah.
line coach.
Okay.
According to the information that you just provided.
Right.
Yeah, because I can only imagine.
But
But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna be just work with him. He's not the guy, and I think that's an improvement. I like that.
okay.
I like it.
Well, my of course it's very, very early. We haven't seen anything yet, but let's just pick each other's brain real quick, and just for the hell of it, let me ask y'all this. We seen national championship football a few weeks ago. We seen Michigan versus Washington. We seen the top, what the elite, what the best of the best looks like. How far away is Colorado from looking and being that?
You know what? You want to go first, Biz? Want me to shoot? Go ahead with this.
Or and is that an expectation? Do y'all think it is possible for them to be that also?
I looked at the skill positions, and I think his brother's name Azune, the receiver for Washington. I was looking at, the running back for Michigan. Only thing that stood out to me that's much better at those programs is the inside seven. It's the linebackers, the D line, and the O line. But I could have seen Travis going off in the national championship versus anybody on that field. I could see Shador having a solid game in that arena. I could see especially better than I mean the way Penix played that game, Penix Jr.
Both of them, really.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, it wasn't really all that to me. The only
McCarthy
thing that
did
stood
his
out,
job.
the running backs from Michigan went crazy, but that's because the old line.
Yeah.
I think really just the inside seven, and yeah, I think they could do it.
Well, you also said a running back, so let's
The running backs got to get bigger and stronger. I mean, I think Dylan Edwards going to get bigger and stronger. I know that's going to be a key point of emphasis. What I was really excited to see was Travis actually acknowledge that. He looked into the camera and he made it known. He was running his sprints, and he just talked about how all his teammates are tired, and he was like, "I'm good." He's like, "This is what I do."
Right.
That was dope. He's just talking. He's like, "But after this weight room time, I'm gonna make sure I get." And for him to acknowledge that, it's like Travis so locked there, yo. And I'm like, then once he does that, it's a wrap.
Travis is a different breed, man.
Yeah.
He came up different.
Right.
Yeah. We was talking about how far they are. They not. Nah, they fall. They fall. I can't. I can't lie. They fall only because of depth. Only because of depth.
We talking like top 25? They can get in the top 25 this year? Or are you thinking they not even in the top 50?
If we going off of paper, no, they can't be top 25. Now, if we going off of the luck of the Irish type of shit, they could sneak in like they did last year, even though that was more of a money
promo
play.
Yeah,
that was a little money play. But still, they could kind of sneak in the top 25, maybe middle of the season. They in the Big 12, so they schedule isn't as hard as it was last year. But at the end of the day, it depends on the coaching. I gotta see this new offensive and defensive coordinator that's there. And I got to see how these new transfers come in and play together. Who going to step up and be that guy. There wasn't really anybody on defense that was a guy besides let's say Shiloh. Oh, and Travis, of course, Travis. But I'm saying like other than them two, who we gonna say? Dominic. You know, Dominic was probably the most productive out of everybody else besides Shiloh and
Yeah, Silman Craig, but yeah.
oh yeah, well Simon Craig too, but even then, you know, he had a good few games.
Wow.
What's
Wow. I'm
up?
sorry, y'all. Breaking news. I don't know if y'all saw it. Caleb Downs commits to Ohio State. Caleb
Mm,
Downs to Ohio State.
mm.
Wow.
The timing.
Wow.
The
Right.
timing is impeccable.
As we talking about defense. Wow. Mm.
I wonder how much Ohio State paid him.
Man, man,
Right?
man.
I wonder how much.
The
Should
deals they
should
talking.
should I just start talking, P, or should I keep that under wraps, P?
We keep that under wraps.
All
We gotta
right, all
go into
right, all right,
detail
all
on
right.
that later.
Just
Yep.
just know, ladies and gentlemen, that there's a lot of money being made in college football. All right. And not
Mm-hmm.
just by the actual schools. I'm talking about by these players. These players are cashing out. All of these high level transfers, they are cashing out. I just
Mm.
wanted to let you, and I'm not talking about just hundreds of thousands. Nah. You can get that from one person. They
Mm-hmm.
cashing out millions of dollars from either a school or they set it up to where somebody you is sponsored, you know, like
Yep.
you have a deal with another corporation or business or whatever. But
Right.
understand they gonna get you that money. However it
Yeah.
come, they gonna get you that money. So
That, yeah,
that's
these
all I'm
schools, these programs have a lot of third party organizations.
saying.
And what's happening is these third party organizations are being funded by these corporations and these brands to then send that money directly to these athletes
Yeah. Right,
through the NIL system.
right.
So it's nothing but basically, hey, we'll give you this much to get this player. He promotes this brand, and we're gonna make sure he's taken care of to get to our school. And that's how it works.
Easily.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna finish this off with answering my own question. Listen, I'm only doing this because I care about each and every person that takes the time to listen to us. All right, I believe in ripping off the band-aid. I don't want to lead you to anywhere, get your hopes up anywhere, and then when it all crashes down and it all comes down, y'all look confused.
Be real.
National championship for the Colorado Buffs? Absolutely not. But let's hope for a bowl. Let's hope for a bowl game, and let's hope for just some good football to be played. All right. That I think that's where my expectation lies this season. Can there be good football played? Can Colorado be considered a good team this season? Can they be a bowl team? That's what I want to see. No losing streaks.
Mm.
No losing streaks. I want to be able to look down the schedule and kind of honestly think, oh, can they beat this team such and such, and not automatically know, nah, this is a L. So that's where my expectation lies right now. I do like some of the additions, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I like some of the additions, and I think it's up from here. But when it comes to national championship, I don't see it. So with
Go ahead.
so with that being said, listen, this is balling on another level. Thank you all for tuning in. We're gonna just go around and say whatever we want to say to the people because I know it's been a little bit. I know it's been some time. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
make sure we kind of do this more frequently. But to all the new subscribers, to everyone commenting, liking, the engagement has been real. But we want to continue this, y'all. We want to continue this. Our goal is to get to 1K subscribers. All right, 1K subscribers, and we know we're gonna get there. But we definitely appreciate y'all support. So I'm going to continue uh, to push out content and go hard for y'all, do me a favor. Y'all continue to show love. P Way, what you got?
Yeah, echoing TP Way, guys. We really appreciate you all. You know, keep commenting, liking, sharing. We're hungry. We're gonna keep going. A lot of dope content on the way. We're getting ready to enter the high school basketball area as well. So, you know, we're gonna have some highlights to that as as well. So I just want to say, yo, keep coming back, keep supporting, and we do it for y'all. You know, at the end of the day, we do it for y'all.
For sure. We definitely do it for y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, but subscribe. We big on support. You know, one hand wash the other, man. We support everybody that's doing something productive, you know, or entrepreneurship. If that's a word, just understand, man, we respect it all, and we just hope that y'all do the same. So please subscribe. And yeah, content after content. Y'all getting 3 organic, genuine perspectives, different perspectives from all 3 of us, man. We not the same. We all family, but we not the same. All right. And we going to keep it 100% real every time. So just thank those who have supported. Thank y'all for the support. And we going to keep riding for y'all. Let's do it.
Peace, peace, peace.